I wanted to answer some of the questions that I get on the Vigo garden bed. I absolutely love them, but I know they're pricey. And I thought the best way to answer is tell you my experience. I've had them for, this is my second season, and I can tell you all about the packaging, the durability, materials, the soil health, and so much more that may be helpful for you. If that interests you and you want to know whether it is worth the money, go ahead and stick around. I love how compact this whole package comes. Even with the larger garden bed, it came on a smaller box like this, a little bigger obviously. But all it brings is instructions, your hardware, and the panels. I love this because I don't want to have to get rid of a bunch of boxes later on. Very eco-friendly. Okay, I did not enjoy getting all this plastic off the panels. This one wasn't as bad because there are not that many panels. When I had the larger bed, that one was a little crazy. It comes out really easily on one side, but the other side was a lot harder. But I do appreciate they're trying to not give you something that's all scratched up. If you're new here, my name is Melba and I'm an urban gardener, and I love to grow as much as I can in food and flowers in my tiny backyard. The material is very important. No leaching of toxins. It needs to be durable and be completely safe, because we get so much rain. It's not the drizzle we used to get. Now it's just a lot of rain, and it will be 6 months. So I needed something that was durable and also control the moisture in there a little better. I think on these garden beds, I've been really impressed. They are made of alu zinc, I think they call it, and it's an aluminum zinc alloy, and it's supposed to be much stronger and durable than galvanized steel. I have some beds that are my wood raised garden beds, and my husband built these, and I really love them just like the metal ones. But I do find that the amount of rain that we're getting in our area of the Pacific Northwest, I'm finding a lot of mold in them, and they do change temperatures a lot more than these Vigo garden beds. So even though I get a lot of growth from my wood garden beds, I wanted something that was a little more stable, especially where we get more sun throughout the day and even more rain, because it has no cover of any walls or anything around it. One other aspect that really attracted me on the material, it was not only it looks so pretty, I really love how they looked in my garden, but the sustainability. I think they last much longer, you don't have to replace the wood, and also I think it's more eco-friendly in that the wood doesn't disintegrate, and you just never know if you're using recycled wood, you don't know what is on it. So we try to use cedar, but I think I am really loving the metal garden beds. I love them so much that in my tiny garden, I have now 3 of them. And I have a tiny yard, but I've found ways to be able to add my third one. And even this round shape that you think you can't grow a whole lot because of the shape, I think is beautiful. And in my next video, I will show you exactly how I grow on it to make it look even more beautiful in the space and more attractive and blend it into your landscape ideas that you have in your small garden. If you have any information on the Vigo garden beds or experience using them or another type of garden bed, go ahead and share it in the comments below. It is really helpful for the community, and that way we can all make decisions that are the best for a tiny garden. Now, this is not a commercial. Like I said, I am not sponsored by them, but I have to say, I think they're super innovative, and this is why I stick with Vigo garden beds versus other ones. I think the design is really beautiful, but I love that it's a modular system. So if you want to make a garden longer or wider, you can do that with the rectangular ones. And I like that the shape of the corners are rounded. So I think as far as putting them together, it is so easy. You don't need really tools. except to maybe make sure that it's level. It was a breeze to set it up. The bigger one took a lot longer, this one that I'm working on here, but I think it still is so much easier than building one that is wood. For us, it was so much easier than those. Filling up the taller garden bed from Vigo can be a lot of money, but I found ways to do it that it saved me a lot. And I'll link the video below if you want to watch it and know how I did it. I have found that it doesn't compact that horribly at all, and even though I get a ton of rain and I expected it to compact way more. And just filling these are so much easier than my wood ones just because they're so narrow. I really have enjoyed these and I find them to be absolutely beautiful and a great design when it comes to a garden bed. I love the round ones, but whether you're getting a small one or a big one, it does take time. They have a lot of balls that you have to put on, so try to make it in a shady spot or wait until it's a little cooler to assembling them. Maybe do it in the spring or the fall. It took a while, but it wasn't difficult. It just takes time to get all the bolts in place. I've spoken about the beautiful look. It is modern in look. It's kind of sleek. I love that it complements any garden style. Just the whole look of it for your outdoor kitchen garden is really beautiful. And one of the things that I love the most is that you can get so many different colors so that it works with your garden. I do love it. It just makes the garden look neat and organized and tidy. I think it just makes it easier to manage and to maintain. If you have found value, please give it a thumbs up to support the channel. These beds are great whether you're growing flowers or food. I grow both on them and I think they're really beautiful in the garden. I love to look at the garden bed as more than just this container, but I like to use trellises and use stones to enhance the look of the garden. I do love that you can make this fit any style. I even use it in corners where I have more of a zen type of garden. The biggest concern I also had was the soil health because of how much rain we do get. So I need the foundation of my garden bed to be really strong so that my garden can thrive. I have such a small garden that anything that I use, it needs to work or it's a lot of wasted space. There were a few things that I really liked on this, and it was, I think the depth of like the shallowest one is 17 inches, which is great because it works really well for tomatoes or for peppers. And those are the ones that I worry about the most, the ones that have a deeper root growth, because it is really crucial for those plants to have the space they need to have the roots grow really healthy. The next one is that I wanted to improve the drainage. Like I said on my wood ones, I just have an issue with growing mold on those beds. So I think having the metal ones have really just prevented that from happening. They're designed in a way that is just really great for drainage and for preventing the waterlogging and root rot. I have had no issues on this bed, even with the amount of rain. I mean, 6-7 months of constant rain is a lot, and it has worked really well. Start putting this raised soil, and this is organic. I like that it was from the Pacific Northwest. I think it has manure, peat moss, which I'm not crazy about using peat moss. It's not good for the environment, but pretty clean. So, and it's compacted, so this was really affordable. 3 cubic feet. I think I paid like, it was probably $15 or something like that, which I thought wasn't too bad for 3 cubic feet. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this in and break it up. Oh, it has a lot of peat moss. Look at that. A lot. Not great, but it's probably good for the bed. Let's see. It has limestone, peat moss, composted manure, volcanic pumice. So the limestone, helps with the pH. So let's see how this does on this bed. Will be a good experiment to see how it works on my fish compost. The next one I love is the soil aeration. I think it almost promotes better soil aeration. I think it does help with the beneficial microorganisms to thrive. I don't know if it is because of the size of the bed or the material, but I have found a lot better sort of aeration to my soil here and not so much compacting like I have found on my wood garden beds. Now, I will be honest, this little black rubber that goes on the top, I hate putting that on. It hurts my fingers so bad, so my husband was kind enough to put it on. But it makes such a nice look to have that little black detail on the top. And when I pour the soil in there, it doesn't hurt so badly to lean on that garden bed edge. Make the garden bed your own. There are so many ways that you can enhance the garden bed around the edges. I love rocks, but you can do all sorts of things. You can put plants around that and do all the things that are going to make your garden bed style and layout unique to your own space. A few things that you can add is the rocks, like I said. You can add flowers, you can have short grasses on it, you can add logs around to soften the edge. I think when you soften the edge with something, it doesn't have to be all the way around. Just giving that look on the corner makes a big difference in how it looks, and it makes it your own. As I design my garden beds, I also like to design all the way around. So I have a sitting area that I'm going to be adding some of the stones in it. Just some gravel to keep the weeds from growing in there and allow some drainage since we do get a lot of rain, like I keep mentioning. And this really helps also aesthetically to bring it all together. The larger stones are the ones we took from the old pond, and we have been able to do 2 different patios. This one, and there's one in the secret garden that I'll be showing you soon. All the details about it. But if you want to see the pond and how we completely transformed the pond, I will link the video below so you can watch it. I'm gonna fill it up a little bit. Here's my lettuce. Sage is doing really good. If I set up a new garden bed, I usually like to do it either in the spring or the fall because I like to just let it sit for a few weeks or even months so that the microorganisms start developing on it. If I had created it in the fall, I would have added some leaves on top that I collect from a friend of mine. She has more land and I'm able to get it from her. But if I do it in the spring, I just go ahead and let it sit for a couple of weeks.